Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Blue Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Still on his feet at the 40. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After that last completion, it's second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the Blue Devils will move the sticks with the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job on the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Catch in the middle, it's Shelton. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Shelton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big... Sometimes that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Collins. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is it...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cavaliers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
And you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Calandria. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a connection. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Handoff to the lone back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting.
Looking for a huge play. He caught it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Power football with the run. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Hines is man enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. As you could tell, the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Ward. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Duke. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. Hey,
that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. The snap sets up the throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Now, fourth down.
And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Harrison. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. And his throw is incomplete. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to pass, it's Calandria. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Shelton. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally is able to make the stop. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some...
He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Puts it right on him. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. Out of the backfield, he's open. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Virginia, 17.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Calandria. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Looking for a crease. It's Collins. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellows, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Shelton. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Makes the grab. It's Shelton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To throw, it's Murphy. Works the middle of the field. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Calandria. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And stampeding through the defense. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The give to the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
First and goal for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they get him down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pulls it in. It's Ward. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to the air one more time. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The give as they work on that clock. And he's brought down after a nice game.
thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Duke! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Calandria. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Virginia! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to that point. Nice job.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Blue Devils get it past the sticks.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He's moving out of the pocket. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, he's got enough. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. With the clock running, this should be the final play. These corners backing off a bit. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.